what's up guys, so today I want to show you how I make this 3D box mockup from this. Okay, let's say your client give you a AI file or PDF of a dieline of their design. So how to transfer from this die cut or dieline design into a 3D mockup box in Blender. Okay, so let's get started. So first of all, what you need to do, you need to export this file into a PNG file. You can use either AI or I mean Adobe Illustrator or Affinity Designer. So I'm using Affinity Designer or any other software that you want to use. So first of all, export it as PNG. So export this and replace, because I already saved it before. Okay, so let's start with new file. First, just delete everything. Before that, let me turn on this one. So everything that I press will come out over here. See? Okay. So first of all, what you need to do, you need to turn on the add-ons, the image import images as prints add-on. After you turn this on, then you can import the image that you already exported just now. Search for the image. So the easiest way is just copy this link, this location, and put it here and select the image. Make sure you are in the material preview, because if you are in the solid view, then you can't see any of your design. So if make sure you're in the material preview so you can see your design. And then what you need to do, first of all, change the units from meters to centimeters, because usually this type of box are pretty small, so that's why I'm using centimeters. Okay, so save it. Okay, now so the next thing you need to do is you need to make cut for all of the lines. So let's start with this one. So start with the bottom one. So let's say you already add a cut with Ctrl R and you place it here. Okay, and when you see it doesn't really match, it doesn't really fit the line over here, so what you need to do, you can't just move it with G and Y, because if you move it like this, the texture will be ruined. So what you need to do is, whether you press double G, see, if you press double G, the texture will maintain there, but the line will move. And or what you can do is press triple G. So if you press triple G, you can move freely, but if you press double G, you can only move the vertex. You can only slide the vertex through the edges that they are in. Okay, so I would prefer, for like this one, I just press double G and move it to the correct place, like that. Okay, and do it for all of the lines that we have here. So I'll put it in time lapse and you can see what I did. Okay. Okay, so I already put the lines to the correct place for all the line that is existed in this design. But like this one, I just ignore it first because later I will add a cut to it. And also like this one also ignore it first because after this I will show you how I did how I will do how I will tackle for this type of shapes. Okay, so after you do the cuts, the next thing that you have to do is you need to select all the lines that is in blue color, or which is the blue color means that the line is created so that you can fold this paper, this box or paper, or anything that is yeah. So just select all the lines that is blue. I prefer for you to use alternate left click so that when you click one line, you will select all of the line that is connected to it. I mean, like this is called a loop select, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, select loops, each loops. Okay, so hold alternate and left click. So to add selection, hold shift and alternate and press left click. Okay, so do it for all the blue lines. So this blue lines is actually a foldable part for this box. Okay, if you see a box that is nearby you, you can see that there are some part that is quite thick for it, for so that you can fold the box easier. So just select all the blue lines. Okay, if you then select everything, all the blue lines, what you need to do is press Ctrl B to bevel it and make a bevel so that it have double line on it. Okay, so why do you need to do this is because that is so that you can fold this fold the box easier. So just don't make it too big and don't make it too small, maybe 0.05 or 0.04. Yeah, depends on your designer. So I think 0.04 is enough. Okay, after you do this, what you need to do is you need to delete all the faces that is transparent, that is not needed. So just select all the faces that is not needed and press delete. So see, I forgot to add line here, so what I need to do is just add here, right? Add one line here and Control R here and add one line here. So double G and yeah. So back to selecting, so select everything that is not needed. And this one also I need to select here because the line is over here, so this one is it will not be used, so I don't know, sorry for my English, I'm not really good at English, but yeah, I try my best to explain it to you guys. Okay, then after you do that, just press X and delete faces. Okay, if you go to wireframe, you see that there are some faces that is left, like this part, and all of these edges need to be deleted. So the easiest way to do is you select like this, select all the edges, so that you make sure that there is no extra faces is there. So after you select everything, all the extra faces, press X and delete faces. Okay, so you need to remember that the double line will only be needed at the folding part. So let's say so this part is basically not needed. This part is not needed, so this part also not needed. Yeah, this part also not needed. So delete everything that is not, that shouldn't be there. So X faces. Okay, so after you delete all that, what you need to do next is you need to make you need to fix the shape of the boxes. I mean, like this part, right? The shape is should be slanted a bit, but our cuts is like straight. So we need to fix this part. So to fix it easier, you can select both left and right. So press triple G and then press Y. Okay, and align it to where it should be. Okay, so do the same for the bottom part. Triple G and Y. Why do I press Y? Because it's in the Y axis. It's on the Y axis. So that's why I press Y, so that it just move towards the Y axis. Okay, after you align it nicely, we do it for the next one. So like this one. Okay, so this one cannot be done together. So we just do it individually. Press triple G and press X. Triple G, X, and move it to the X axis. Okay, so do the same for this one. Triple G, X, triple G, X. Left click to apply. Okay, so for this one it's a little bit tricky. So before we start to do that, we first need to delete all the unnecessary edges. Like for this one, it doesn't really need to be here. It doesn't have to be here. So just press X and dissolve edges. Or what you can press is Control X. Control X is dissolve edges. So select all the lines that is unnecessary or it's not needed. Then press Control X to dissolve it. Okay, but remember not to remove this line, because this line is needed. Later I will show you why does it needed. Okay, so after you delete all the unnecessary line, you can check it in solid view. Okay, everything is clean. So the next thing you have to do is you have to fix this one first. So to fix this one, first of all, what you can do, there are many ways to do it, but this is my way, so you can follow if you want. If you don't want, you can find out your own solution for it. Okay, so then for what I would do is I would select this vertex, then I press double G, move it along the edges, and place it here. Okay, so for this one also I will place it over here, because later I will bevel it so that it will have a curve edge. So you see there's we need another line here. I mean, we need another vertex here and vertex here, so that there will be two vertices. So the easiest way to do is just press Ctrl R, place it over here, and now I will show you the magic of the triple G. Okay, so select this vertex, press triple G, and then you can move it freely and just place it where it should be. Do the same for this part. Okay, now you have a correct shape of this flap. But wait, I forgot to bevel this, but later we'll bevel it together with this one. So for this part also do the same. Press Ctrl R to add lines or add cuts, and press triple G, move it here, press triple G and move it here. Okay, so now it's time to bevel this part. So select these both and press Ctrl B, and you will notice that there will no bevel appear because we are selecting two vertices, not edges. So we need to change the setting from edges to vertices. Let's say you don't see this menu is actually over here, so just click here and change it to vertices. So usually I will add 11 segments, then resize it accordingly. Okay, that's enough. So now we get a very nice curve for these flaps. Okay, so this one is done, that one is done, so the next part is this part. So for this part I will teach you how to use knife tool. So first, for this one you need to add two cut here, here and here. So the easiest way to do is press K for knife tool, hold control, left click here and left click here. K, control, left click here and left click over here. So if you want to apply it, press spacebar. But let's say you mistaken, or you put the vertex in the wrong place and you want to cancel it. There are two ways. First, either you press escape or you press right click. So like this, right? So press right click to cancel the operation. So press K again, hold control, left click over here and here. Then what you need to do, press select this edge, press Ctrl B for bevel, but make sure you bevel it into only two edges. So okay, like this. Then you can delete these faces. Okay, so the next thing that you need to do is you need to cut from here to here. Okay, do it the same for this part. Here to here. Okay, then you can delete these faces. Actually, this part doesn't really need to be that accurate because it's not really visible from the render, so you can make it like just estimate it, the shape of it. Doesn't really need to be that precise. So what you can do, you select one vertex, press double G, move it inwards, and do it the same for this part. Double G, move it inwards. Then you need to select the edge here, press Ctrl B, bevel it and add some subdivision to it. So I add 8 subdivisions and voila, got this cut over here. So the next thing that you want to do is you have to bevel this part. So select both of them, then press Ctrl B, select vertices, then increase the width so that it match the design. So you can add segment to maybe 13 or 15 because it's a quite large curve, but yeah, so whatever number that you want to put that suits you, just put it. Okay, so now our cut is finished, but you what you need to do next is you need to cut this hole over here. Because why do I say that we need to cut here? Because when you add solidify modifier and you assign the material to number 1, and you add one material for the inside part, you see this part will not be transparent anymore. So this one I will show you later why do we need to do this. Okay, so for now just make a cut to it. So the easiest way to do is by using the knife tool, press K, hold control. Okay, first of all, before you press K, you need to select this face and press shift H to isolate everything besides this one. Okay, then you can press K to use the knife tool, hold control and do this. Okay, so press K again, do like this. Okay, so the next part is press K, do the center part from here to here and done. Okay, so now what you need to do, you need to cut this part also. So what we will do is we add a bevel over here for this line, Control B, and I will add 3 lines, like this. So one in the middle and two for this part. Okay, so this part, yeah, can leave it like this, and then select the middle line again, press Ctrl B and bevel it so that it match these sides. Okay, so this one, press double G and move it to the correct place. Same as this one, move it to the correct place. So after you finish these steps, what you need to do first is we need to do this part first, then we will do this part. Okay, so press Ctrl R. Oh, cannot, sorry. Use the knife tool, hold Ctrl, cut here, press spacebar to apply. So then select these two edges, press double G and move it downwards. Okay, then you can delete these faces. Okay, now I will bevel this vertex and press Ctrl B. Select these two vertex, press Ctrl B. Okay, now when you select these two vertex, why does it become like this? Because it's connected to this line, these edges. So what you can do is you just bevel it first and make it to the maximum value. Clamp overlap. Oh, at segment I will set it to 15. Okay, so now we cannot clamp overlap. Just leave it like this. See, so it match the design. So make sure you don't deselect everything. You just hold Control and deselect. Hold Shift and Control and deselect this part and this part. Then you can press Ctrl X to dissolve all the messy vertices. Sorry. Okay. So now you get a nice cut over here. So the next thing that you want to do is you remove the lines that are unnecessary, like these two lines and these lines and these middle lines. So press Ctrl X to dissolve it. So what you need to do next is set this face in the middle, delete the face and select all the vertex around it, the corner. Make sure you, if for this one you want to dissolve it, also can just press Ctrl X. So select these four vertices, press Ctrl B and select vertices. Okay, so for this one you need to watch carefully whether you overcut it or not. Okay, see, now I overdo it, so just reduce it a bit and voila. So it's the same step as just now. Make sure you don't deselect anything, just deselect this part. So hold Shift and alternate, select all the inside vertices, sorry, and then press Ctrl X to dissolve it. Okay, so dissolve these lines, this vertex, the vertices, sorry. So then connect it back to the middle, to the corner over here. Why do you need to do this? So that you will get a better topology for it. So the topology will not be that messy. So this one, okay. So if you want to connect the middle also can, like that. And did the same for this part also. So how I connect this, how I add this line is not by pressing F but by pressing J. J is connect, but if you see here, it doesn't say J because I already remapped my hotkeys to my mouse button 5. So that's why it shows button 5 whenever I connect the vertices like this. But if you press right click, if you press Ctrl V, you'll find a connect vector path. This one should be J, if you haven't changed any hotkeys. Okay, So connect everything that is necessary, that is need to be connected, then after you finish this, you can continue with the folding. Okay, so everything is good, and hide everything, and don't forget to cut this part. Okay, done. So we are ready to fold. We're ready to go. So the next step that we have to do is folding the boxes. So first of all, you need to add one material, name it as inside part or anything that you want to name it. Just leave it at white color. Then go to the modifier panel, add one modifier called solidify. What solidify do is it will make our flat faces into a face that have width on it. I mean, yeah, it become like this. If you go to the solid view, it become like this. See, it adds some mess to it. I don't know how to say it in English, but when you see it, I think you will understand what I'm meaning to say. Okay, so after you need to fix the thickness to 0.1 maybe. Okay, this should be good. Then go to the material preview and make sure the offset is 1. Okay, unhide everything. Okay, now for the material offset, put 1, and the rim also put 1. And now you get the correct color for your box. Okay, I forgot to do is select this gift box material, change from the blend mode from alpha blend to alpha clip, then opaque to alpha clip. Okay, then turn on ambient occlusion and screen space reflections, and yeah, we're good to go. So first that we need to fold is which part? Maybe this part. We start folding the side part first. So select everything like this. Okay, so this one you need to connect it here. Make sure there is one line over here so that the line should be like this, so that the shading will not be weird. Okay, so select this part, go to vertex selection mode, select this vertex, then press shift S, cursor to active. How do you know which one is active? The active vertex is white in color, while the other selected vertex is orange in color. Okay, same as faces and edges. So make sure your view is 0.1 cm, the clip start is 0.1 cm, because if not, it will be pretty hard for you to view your object. Okay, so after you place your 3D cursor here, you need to change from the transform pivot point to the 3D cursor. Then now you can rotate your foldable part here. Okay, so just press R and Y. You can rotate it like a real box. Okay, so first you rotate it to R 45 degree, negative 45 degree, and then you press Control plus. Make sure the Control plus is from the numpad key. Or if you don't have any numpad, what you can do is just select increase, select more or less, select more. Okay, then you will add this part, then go to vertex selection mode again, select this vertex, double click this vertex so that the vertex become white, then press Shift S, cursor to active, and then rotate everything R, Y, negative 45. Okay, now our box is rotated like this. Okay, so do the same to all the foldable part. Yeah, just do the same until you face this problem that I face. Okay, so this part you need to rotate it like this so that it will not overlap with this part. Okay, so for this one you need to rotate this outside flap first. So select this part, press Control plus, or like that, then press RX 45, then press Control plus again, change the pivot point here, I mean the 3D cursor here, then press RX 45, so you get this effect. Let me see. If I remove the die cut line or the guideline, then it will look nicer. So after you do this, the next thing that you need to fold is this part. So select this edge and mark, put the 3D cursor here, and select everything and rotate it. So RX 45. Okay, then press Control plus. And make sure you change the pivot point, I mean the 3D cursor here. Shift S, cursor to active, then RX 45. Okay, so and you will face this problem, which is it will overlap with this face. Okay, so what you can do, you can do a little bit of trick, I mean you can cheat a bit. So the way to cheat out of this is by pressing triple G, press Y and move it a little bit out like this. But just make sure you select this part also. So let me see. Yeah, I already selected it. So just triple G and Y and move it outside a bit like this, and you will get a nice result. It will not be overlap anymore. See? So now just do the same method to all of this box, and we will meet again after I finish folding it. So you will face this problem again, so just press triple G, Y and move it outward a bit like that. Okay, so this is fine. Let's continue. the process. Let's see, do we got any overlap? Yeah, I think so. Here you see. So press triple G, press Z, move it outside a bit. Like that. Okay, so if this is done, then we almost finished. Let me see, are there any overlap or not? Yeah, there is overlap. So triple G, Z, and move it like this. Here this is done. Over here is done. Over here is done. And yeah, we have finished our box. So for extra touch, change it to shade smooth. Make sure you turn on the auto smooth and change it to 60. And then for extra looks, for extra step, what you can do is add this weighted normal modifier, press cube sharp, and weight is 100. So you can compare. This one is with weighted normal. This is without weighted normal. See, weighted normal have a much nicer normal. Okay, so next thing you need to do is you need to make the top part and the bottom part a bit curved. So add a subdivision, add a cut over here, and press triple G, press Y, move it a little bit up, then press Ctrl B to bevel it, and bevel it for 11 subdivision. Alright, looks good. So the bottom part shouldn't be that large, so press triple G. Okay, just make it a little bit like this and press Ctrl B, smooth it out, smooth it up. Okay, so yeah, we are done with our box. So make sure these are all selected, press Shift S and cursor to selected, and then go to object mode. You can do right click, set origin to geometry, origin to 3D cursor. Then your origin will be at the center of the bottom part of your box. Then what you can do is press Ctrl Alternate G and change the median point, RX 90, and then select the object, press Ctrl A, apply rotation. So if you rotate, let's say you accidentally rotate like this, you can just press alternate R and it will be rotate to the correct rotation. Okay, so now we have finished our box. So the next thing that you want to do is to remove the die line. So to remove the die line, just close the die line layer and save as PNG. I already exported just now. So select your box, select the material, change the material, the base color texture to the one that has no guide. So you will get this result. You see, no die cut anymore. Okay, so I think that's it from me. I hope you enjoy my video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share it with your friend if you think that this would help them. Okay, if you have any question, just ask me in the comment section below. So see ya.